Something I've been thinking about for a long time is about how to build a coalition on the political left in this incredibly important moment in time. I think something that the last 8 years have taught me is that siloing ourselves off from people who disagree with us, no matter how repugnant we might find their beliefs, has not worked. I think there was a sense that demography in this country was inevitable and that the political left would prevail as a result. And I think particularly this last election has proven that to be untrue. There was a sense out there that the Democratic Party and the larger political left is no longer a big tent, that anybody who disagrees with a certain litmus test or orthodoxy is not welcome. And in that sense, I am an old school liberal, and I'm proud of it. I believe the political left should be a place where ideas are shared and challenged, where open debate is encouraged. And the reality is that history has shown that to defeat fascism, the political left needs to be able to come together across divides and issues. The history of Weimar Germany shows that very clearly. In order to win elections, we're going to need people who we disagree with. It's going to take people on both sides of the socialism and capitalism divide, a debate that I personally find inane and pointless. We're going to need people who believe that what's happening in Palestine is ethnic cleansing or worse. And we're going to need people who believe that Israel has a right to defend itself. We're going to need people who are not comfortable using they, them pronouns and are not comfortable with trans rights entirely yet. We're going to need people who are in favor of policies that we consider racist. And the fact is that we're going to need to find ways to talk to these people without name calling them, without calling them homophobic, without calling them racist, even if that's what we believe they are. The idea is what we should be fighting, not the person across from us. I'm incredibly guilty of this too. I've unfriended just about every person who voted MAGA in the last 3 elections that I know. But it's on people like me, particularly people like me, who are not amongst the marginalized in this country in any sort of major way, the allies of those who are underserved and underrepresented, to try and reach out to people in our lives who we think we can reach. I think we've made a huge mistake in thinking that we need people to agree with us before we can make allies out of them, when in fact it's the other way around. I think we need to make allies out of people before they can entirely agree with us. We need to be able to connect on a human-to-human level because so many of us are craving that right now. This administration is going to continue to tank this economy and roll back our civil rights. They're leaving a wide open opportunity for us to build up this coalition again. And we need to be able to do that without shaming people.